encountered a creepy game enemy in their time, but which one scared you the most? I have a bunch that creep the hell out of me, so I'll share them with you. I've limited myself to one per franchise to keep it fair, cause, well, some games do scary enemies better than others. Number 10. Zelda Ocarina of Time, Re-Dead. Zelda games generally aren't designed to be scary, at least not too much. They're rated E for everyone in North America for a reason. However, there is one enemy in the game that just creeps you out whenever you go near it. I'm talking, of course, about the Re-Deads. Even when you approach them, there's a horrible scream as it slowly turns towards you, and you're not even able to move when this is happening. Not only that, but once they get close enough to you, they latch onto you at lightning speed and hump you to death. Creepy. Number 9. Amnesia Justine, The Suitors. Now, the enemies in the original Amnesia game are scary when you come across them on your first playthrough, but what if they could talk and call out to you in a creepy voice? Well, you get just that in Amnesia Justine. These men who are after Justine are called the Suitors, each with their own section of the small game, each with their own lines and mental problems. The 3 suitors are Alois, Basile, and Malo. Alois is still madly in love with Justine, which reflects in his lines.
Is that you, my love? You came for me!
Basile wants to murder the shit out of her.
You thought you'd get away, didn't you? You won't get away this time.
And Malo is just purely insane.
Hide and seek, hide and seek. Come out. You like what I have planned?
It doesn't help that Malo is also the tense part of the game as you navigate through some rooms, rotating the cranks as he pursues you and blasts down the doors. Number 8. Mario 64, Piano. Oh yay, Mario games! Look at how fun this is! Wait, this kind of looks scary. What's with this piano? Oh, goddamn you! Fucking goddamn it, you piano! Every goddamn time! Number 7. Dark Souls, Gaping Dragon. For this boss in Dark Souls, you are introduced to it with a nice cutscene. As you watch the cutscene, you realize that, holy shit, this thing is huge and fucking creepy looking. Although it does look menacing, it's one of the easier bosses in Dark Souls, as long as you keep your distance. But man, that introduction has stuck with me, especially during my first playthrough. Number 6. Mass Effect 3, Banshee. The Reaper technology in Mass Effect has shown us some messed up versions of the aliens you know and love, mutating them into horrible monsters. However, in Mass Effect 3, we are introduced to the Asari mutation, and what we get is absolutely terrifying. You first get to hear their piercing screams in the distance, and then you see this large, malformed creature walk slowly towards you, using a range of biotic powers and doing some serious damage, especially when you're close to one. Holy shit. Number 5. F.E.A.R 2, Alma. In the first F.E.A.R game, you see Alma in different locations, you experience mind-bending illusions when navigating through the game, and so on. Although the encounters in the first game are scary, the second game ramps it up, throwing a bunch of scares and Alma moments at you that make you scream and jump and all that shit. Even when you know a scare is going to happen, it still scares you. It's a good mix of psychological scaring and outright in-your-face boo! Number 4. Haunting Ground, Daniela.
Dinner is served, miss.
I think I've mentioned her many times to people when describing how utterly disturbing and creepy a video game character can be. People say, oh, I know this seriously mentally unstable character that can't be beat. I'm like, oh, so they want to cut the main character open with a piece of glass they busted with their head and cut out their ovaries in order to put them in their own body while laughing uncontrollably. I didn't think so. And yes, that last sentence is completely true. Daniela is a perfectionist. But when she finds out she's not a perfect woman, due to her infertility, she pursues Fiona in hopes to become perfect. She also has many strong symptoms of different mental disorders, including depression, bipolar disorder, dysphoria, schizophrenia, psychosis, obsessive-compulsive disorder, mania, body dysmorphic disorder, and dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, she's fucking crazy. Number 3, Silent Hill, Grey Children.
What's going on here?
I know many of you are thinking, why not Pyramid Head? And yes, Pyramid Head is terrifying, but he's more of a symbolic scary than pure fucking creepy. The Grey Children in Silent Hill 1, however, fit this for me, and yes, maybe because they're children and baby-like, but their appearance in the artwork and their behavior in the game just creeps me out. Now, they only appear in the North American version of Silent Hill, so those who played it in Europe or Japan will not have encountered them. They are in the movie. That wasn't actually too bad, even though most video game movies are dreadful. Anyways, if you look at the artwork, they have many slits where their eyes should be. Creepy. In the movie, they have eyes, but who cares about that? The description for these enemies are as follows. Grey children are the distorted, disturbed perception of Alessa Gillespie's classmates as seen through her eyes, reminders of the torture and ridicule they abused her with. Which is why the school is swarming with them in the game. Another thing that's creepy is when they grab your legs and laugh as they do so, injuring Harry as well as using their knives to slash at him. It's the laughter that gets me. Number 2, Alien vs. Predator, Facehuggers. You thought head crabs from Half-Life were terrifying? Think again. At least you can see those bulky head crabs. Here, you can barely see the facehuggers in Alien vs. Predator. What's even worse is that you can hear them scuttling around. But if you lose track of it, you die instantly! Number 1, Resident Evil 4, Regenerators. Wrapping up the list is the Regenerators from Resident Evil 4. They are made up of a bunch of different creepy factors. 1, the sound they make. Heavy breathing creepiness. 2, they don't die very easily, especially when you don't know their secret weakness until you get the thermal scope. 3, when you try and kill them normally, like all the other enemies you've encountered in the game, it falls to the floor. But does it stay still? Hell no! It will leap at you and take a huge bite out of you. And as their name suggests, they regenerate their limbs you've blown off, continuing their slow pursuit. Fuck these guys, I hate them.